So what happens, though, when an elected official on Capitol Hill, a senator or a congressperson, goes over the line and tries and does something or says something is so outrageous that Americans are going, this isn't legitimate criticism. Now, I'm going to run you sound bites from Congresswoman Crockett of Texas and Congressman Dan Goldman of New York. Those are two radical left loons. I'm going to run you the sound bites, and then I'm going to give you an AOC quote. So let's go to the tape first. Roll it.
Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of okay, we know that. Yes, yes. He is. But in a functioning democracy, he still would not be able to get away with this.
It is just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
Now, Goldman apologized for using the word eliminated, but he did use it. And it's a threat. All right, here's Cortez, quote, President's disastrous decision to bomb Iran without authorization is a grave violation of the Constitution and congressional war powers. He has impulsively risked launching a war that may ensnare us for generations, absolutely and clearly grounds for impeachment, unquote. She said this while U.S. planes were in the air coming back from bombing Iran on its nuclear facility. This woman said it. So immediately I got in contact with the House of Representatives Ethics Committee. It's chaired by Congressman Michael Guest of Mississippi. They blew us off at first and just said, we're not able to accommodate your request, some stupid, ridiculously disrespectful thing. So I basically told Congressman Guest, you better wise up, okay? And then they assigned somebody, a big shot, in his crew to talk to me off the record, and I had a civil conversation with that person. I was told that this is all confidential in the House Ethics Committee, so we can't tell you anything. That's essentially what they told me. And I said, that's really not acceptable. So because we do due diligence here on the No Spin News, we got in touch with a former member of the House Ethics Committee from Mississippi. I wanted to keep it very close to home. So joining us now from Flowood, Miss, is Gregg Harper. He served 4 years in the House, and he was on the House Ethics Committee. So I was surprised when, and you know Guest pretty well, you're a statesman. I was surprised when they were so rude, number one. And then they said, look, we can't tell you anything because everything is confidential. Is that true?
That's very true. And Bill, I had the privilege of serving in the House for 10 years, and 4 of that was on the Ethics Committee. And I've never seen Michael Guest do anything but his job and do it well. And so I would tell you that it is a unique committee, and one that it's the only committee in the House that has the same number of Republicans as it does Democrats. Any other committee, it's going to be a situation where the majority party has the most. They can control that committee completely. Here you have 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans. They're appointed by the speaker and the minority leader. The majority party gets to name who the chairman is, and then the ranking member. But to get anything passed, there has to be an agreement. It has to be a bipartisan approach. And I will just tell you, nobody wants to serve on the Ethics Committee. Okay, first of all, nobody wants to be on it.
Why?
I remember my very first year when John Boehner asked me to serve. Well, I don't know if he asked me. Maybe he told me I was going to be on the Ethics Committee. I had friends that asked me, so was Boehner mad at you about something? It's one of those thankless assignments.
Well, why is it thankless?
Absolutely necessary, Bill.
The audience doesn't know. Why is it a bad job? Why is it thankless? Why?
Because it's a lot of pressure in it. You can't discuss anything about your committee's activity until there's a release
let's walk
of
through
the information that's there. Yes.
I don't understand this. All right. So you're in business, the House of Representatives, to represent the people. You represent the people. So you got Crockett, okay, saying the President of the United States is a piece of S. You got Goldman saying he should be eliminated. You got AOC saying he should be impeached while U.S. planes are in the air. If these aren't ethical violations, nothing is. Then you should go out of business.
Yeah,
right?
Look, I understand what you're saying. Some of these things are handled internally by if you do something on the House floor, then it can be handled by the whole body. And there are a lot of things, because here's the flip side of that. If you have everything wide open, the minute something's filed, that can come about because of somebody in your own party or another party.
And I understand that.
Political way.
I understand that. Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is the target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code BILL. And a due process extends to the House Ethics Committee. It does. But if you're going to say, we're not going to tell O'Reilly or any other journalist what we're doing, not even if Crockett's going to be called in to be questioned by the Ethics Committee, we're not even going to tell you that. That's not what the Constitution was put in place to do. And I'm a historian.
Absolutely.
Jefferson, Madison, Franklin, none of them said, we want to have one congressional committee that's so secret nobody knows what's going on. They didn't do that. You guys did it. You guys slapped a secret on it. And I don't think it serves the people well.
No, I would respectfully, very respectfully, disagree that this committee is made up of some of the best members that you're going to have in the House. It's a heavy burden to do this. Nobody really wants to serve in it, but you cannot go around talking about what the business of the committee is. And when it's done, when they're finished with their business, then you'll see a report come out. For instance,
but we don't even know.
AOC and her dress and Mike.
But in the
Kelly
meantime, okay, I got it. And due process is very important to me and my viewer and listenership. But we don't even know whether you're going to call Crockett in to be questioned, or AOC, or Goldman, or even a Republican. I mean, the guy that yelled at Obama during his State of the Union, he got sanctioned by the whole House, and he should have. You can't have that kind of disrespect. You're a liar. That was insane. But we don't even know if you're going to call the three that I ran in. You really think that's good?
I really don't know any other way to do it. If we're going to say that you are innocent until proven guilty, then you have to be able to say that we're not going to discuss the merits of it.
Okay, but why don't you just do this?
Investigation going on.
I'm going to give you a solution.
Of this process.
Because I'm a solution guy. All you need to do is tell the press, and you issue the chairman guest issues a one paragraph. Said, we were a bit disturbed. The Ethics Committee wants to find out what exactly happened when Congresswoman Crockett called the president an S word. And then we'll let you know what we found out. Isn't that reasonable?
Well, it is. And there are times in the process where you may learn some things that are going on, but to have an initial allegation, it's probably not something you could go ahead and say, hey, we've got this, we're looking at this. I think you've got to protect soon enough, Bill, these things will come out through the course of an investigation, and you get a report, and that way you don't wind up
not
with somebody
soon enough
being
for me.
Trashed, because it's going to get used against them in a political campaign the minute there's a story.
But that's not my main concern. It's politics. You're a good man. I want everybody to know that. You stepped up to come on, and nobody else wanted to come up against me on this. But I disagree with you. I don't think you need to do conclusions or accusations. And I'm talking now about the House Ethics Committee. You shouldn't do that. You are absolutely 100% correct. But you can tell the people we are looking at this because it's out of control. You have sitting members of the House calling the president obscene names and asking for an elimination. Even though Goldman apologized, you know who he is. Okay?
Absolutely.
The people need to know they are being scrutinized to some extent. We appreciate you coming on, Congressman. We really do.
Thank you so much, Bill. It's a pleasure.
No, you're a stand-up guy.